So in business, a huge thing that you have to be aware of is momentum, okay? Building momentum is the most painful part of business. And what happens so often is we work really, really hard to build momentum, and then all the things that we did to build momentum, to get the phone to ring, to get applications, to get pre-approvals, to get people interested, we will stop doing when all of a sudden we get busy and overwhelmed. We'll then start babysitting our pipeline, babysitting our loans, micromanaging people, because we're so freaked out about screwing something up for all of the people that we made promises to and got after. And so what happens is the momentum will slowly come all the way down. And then you feel like, oh, I gotta get business, and you crank it back up. So a key thing is to constantly be aware of keeping your foot on the gas and keeping that plate spinning, keeping the momentum. It's just like getting a car out of the mud. When a car is at dead stop, you've got to push so hard to get it to move. And it just takes all of your energy to get it going, and it's so tiring. But once the car is rolling, once it's moving, you can literally run outside the car with your finger on the side rear view mirror, and the car will keep going. So what I'm telling you is it's all about consistency. Whether you're going to be on Facebook and posting something 3 days a week, you've got to do that consistently. Whether you're going to chase realtors and do 40 realtor calls every Monday, you got to call every single Monday. If you're going to do Tuesday updates, you got to do those every single Tuesday, because those are momentum building activities. And the people that are amazingly talented, have this great personality, but are hot and cold, it will never blow up. They will never have big success. They will never be able to support a team because they can't keep momentum going consistently. So what I do when I get burned out, when I feel like, oh, I'm dog tired, is I work in little blitzes. I come up with little contests, I come up with little things in my head to make it fun and work in a blitz. For example, in Reno, I felt like July is the hardest month. People are on vacations. We had a short month, only 3 weeks to the month. We had a 4th of July in a weird spot, and yet business still has to occur. So we did a blitz for our LP2s, getting them to submit files into underwriting, and made a fun little contest about that, submit to processing. Then we did a blitz for processors to submit into underwriting, and we had little contests and 3 days of heavy focused blitz on the topic. Then for LP1s, we had this fun contest, and it's a blitz for how many appointments they could book in 3 business days. Now we're putting on a big truck hat for whoever was the winner of yesterday's blitz, and we're passing that around and knock each other out. The point is we have to constantly make it fun. We've got to keep coming up with ways and things to motivate ourselves to keep momentum happening, even when it's 100 degrees outside, or we're dreaming of the beach, or all the realtors stop working. Lastly, for loan officers, my challenge to my local loan officers that I work with is that they talk to and see as many realtors as possible talking about our 1% down program and Fannie Mae home style renovation. Now, you could pick any of the programs, but we needed to have something that was specific, that was measurable, that we could have a contest about. So a whole week of, can you see 100 people and talk about the program? Can you see 50? Can you see 20? What can you do to get out of your comfort zone and blitz? And then next week, blitz it on social media, and let's have a contest of how many people will share the 1% down flyer, and then let's compete on that kind of stuff. If you work in blitzes, you can find that extra boost of energy to help blow up your results and stimulate momentum. Hopefully this has worked for you. Hopefully if you aren't doing it and you're a little sluggish, you can use some of these ideas to get your momentum going and keep it going through the rest of the summer. Have a good day.